And 3, 2, welcome back, friends. It's Anders. Today we're making a cocktail called La Louisiane, although it has other names, De la Louisiane and A la Louisiane, and then this one, which is La Louisiane. Quite possibly my favorite New Orleans cocktail. I may have to take that back. I can't say I have a favorite New Orleans cocktail. There's too many good ones. This cocktail is a wonderful mashup of the Sazerac and the Vieux Carré. I don't know that it was actually intended to be that, but it does fall right in the middle, and it is absolutely wonderful. So I'm gonna show you 2 ways to make it. How I drink it, which is different than the original. I'm gonna show you the original as well, and then we are gonna taste them together. That's just what I like doing. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more sips, tips, and recipes, and let's go make La Louisiane to the bar. Feel good, look good, smell good. Oh hey, today's video is brought to you by Dr. Squatch. Did you know that big soap brands use harsh chemicals in their products? Dr. Squatch, on the other hand, uses all natural ingredients to make products for men like soap, deodorant, hair stuff, and they've got cool smells like grapefruit IPA, wood barrel bourbon, bay rum. Currently my favorite is Alpine Sage. Yep. I smell like this bar of soap. Since I started using this, I've noticed I smell better than everybody else in the room. They say, you smell better than me. And I say, yes, I do. You can join the hundreds of thousands of men who subscribe and get fresh bars of soap every month. Click on my link down below and you will be taken to Dr. Squatch himself. Use the code DSQAnders at checkout, and new customers will get 20% off purchases of $20 or more. If this is not the best soap you've ever used, Dr. Squatch will give you your money back. Just like that. But you gotta be honest, it's kind of the best soap I've ever used. So now if you'll excuse me, I would like to finish up in here. Thank you, Dr. Squatch. Back to the video. We see first print of the La Louisiane. That's a bit redundant. We see first print of La Louisiane in the 1937 book, Famous New Orleans Drinks and How to Mix Them by Stanley Clisby Arthur. How to mix It's apostrophe EM. However, it's believed that the cocktail predates the publication of that book, because this was also the house cocktail of La Louisiane, which was a Creole restaurant in New Orleans. Between a long time ago and today, ownership changed. Anyway, because of this, there was a period where people forgot about La Louisiane. Now, everybody loved the Vieux Carré. It was tied to the Monteleone. Everybody loved the Sazerac. It had a home at the Sazerac bar, but the La Louisiane didn't have that home, and it was kind of forgotten about until about, say, 10, 15 years ago. It started coming back, and people realized how wonderful this drink is. And I'm one of them. The original recipe was an equal parts cocktail, similar to a Manhattan, similar to a Vieux Carré, which is similar to a Manhattan. But what's really funny is if you look at the original recipe, it is a very small amount. And I love this about old cocktails. They're really tiny. So if you are gonna make this the original way, you're gonna need to do one of 2 things. 1, you're gonna need to get a small glass, or 2, scale it up to fit your glassware. Because if you make this original cocktail in your standard 10-ounce martini glass or whatever it is you have at home, it's gonna look a little pathetic. However, I'm gonna do another rendition of that, which is beefed up. It's actually twice the volume. And I'm gonna serve it on a big cube of ice. So if you've been working on your crystal clear ice, this is an opportunity to bust those out and impress your guests. Now the booze. For the original version of the cocktail, we're gonna need rye whiskey, sweet vermouth, Bénédictine, an absinthe alternative, and Peychaud's bitters. The rye whiskey, I'm going with Rittenhouse, which is 100 proof. I would recommend a stronger proof spirit for this. It's gonna be equal parts. The sweet vermouth and the Bénédictine make it a rather rich cocktail, so you want that big spicy rye to come through. Sweet vermouth, pick your favorite. I'm using the Cocchi Vermouth di Torino, which is a richer vermouth. It's really nice. It's got strong notes of cola, kind of chocolatey. But if you want a lighter, I would recommend the Dolan Rouge, or your favorite, Bénédictine, whatever. Absinthe alternative. You can use real absinthe, of course, but the original printed recipe did call for an absinthe alternative. That's because, remember, this was printed in 1937 when absinthe was illegal. So I'm using Herbsaint, New Orleans product, very similar to absinthe, but if you have absinthe at home, use that. It's gonna be great. Peychaud's bitters, standard in so many spirit-forward New Orleans cocktails. For the updated version, we're gonna use that same rye whiskey, sweet vermouth, Bénédictine, Peychaud's bitters, and take out the absinthe alternative and add in absinthe. We are also gonna add Angostura bitters. There we are. Let's build. So I'm gonna start with the original recipe. Into a mixing glass, we'll do ½ an ounce of rye whiskey, ½ an ounce of sweet vermouth, ½ an ounce of Benedictine, 4 dashes of absinthe or an absinthe alternative, in this case, Herbsaint, and 4 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. All equal parts, pretty much just an ounce and a half of volume. Now the updated version. Into another mixing glass, we're gonna do an ounce and a half of rye whiskey. Look at that, already with just one ingredient, we have the same volume in here as we do in here. To that, we will add 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, 3/4 of an ounce of Benedictine, do 4 dashes of Peychaud's bitters, just like the original, but also 4 dashes of Angostura bitters. I am using dasher bottles. If you are pouring or dashing from the larger bottles, you're gonna need half that. Now, I'm not adding the absinthe now. What I'm gonna do is similar to how you would make a Sazerac, in that I'm gonna rinse the glass with the absinthe. Add ice and stir. About 30 seconds. That looks good. I'm gonna strain the original first into a stemmed glass. We're gonna serve this one up. Then we can grab your chilled double rocks glass. So I've got my absinthe in an atomizer, and with the atomizer, coat the inside of the glass with the absinthe. This is kind of up to you. I like a good coating of absinthe, enough to cover the inside of the glass. Now grab your large ice cube and strain the cocktail right into the glass. I'm gonna garnish these differently. The updated version, 1 swath of lemon, hit the oil across the top, discard. For the up version, the original version, we're gonna do 1 cocktail cherry. Voila. There we have the La Louisiane. 2 ways, cheers. I'm going to dive right into the original. That's really good. That is really good. This cocktail makes a lot of sense. It's really rich, kind of sweet, a combination of like chocolate and honey, and it's a small amount. It should be. You don't need a whole lot of it. The rye, if anything, gets a little lost. I really enjoy that cocktail. I would put that on a bar menu, actually. Updated version. Cheers. This is a heartier cocktail. You definitely get the pop of rye. You still get the sweet notes. It's still a richer cocktail. I really do like the brightness of the lemon on the nose. They're both outstanding. Oz, can I give you a sip? You're wearing the same. Yeah, it's okay. Bad? I don't think it's that bad.
Hi. All right, yeah. The original, I don't know that I've had either of these. Maybe in passing. I don't know if that's a thing. Probably not. Oh.
What do you think?
Ooh.
That's really good. That's good.
Like the Herbsaint comes through. Yeah, you're right, it's richer. All right, here we go. Oh, smells good, this one. The citrus is really nice. Oh, way more, like packs more of a punch, for sure. Really good and spicier. They're both like equally really good in different ways. So yeah.
I think I learned here today that I really love the family of cocktails that is the Sazerac, Vieux Carré, and La Louisiane. There's something wonderful about all of them. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. And I like that it's a small size like that.
Yeah.
Because it is so rich.
Yeah. God damn it. Why do you guys want me to be here? I much prefer hiding behind the camera. All right, here we go.